Hello, Missy Connie here. How y'all doing? I'm going to show you how to take a cured, hopefully cured, colored UV with mica project out of the mold. And I want to show you how to make sure it's cured before you touch it. And you're going to use a UV flashlight. It's something cool to have on hand, and it's very easy to get. It's only $7. I got mine on Amazon. I bought 2 of them. That way you have one on charge all the time. And anyway, this is how you do it. You pull it off. You put it in between and down. See how I'm doing it? You just put it down in there, and you put it down in there like that. And if it's not cured, see, this is a clay mold, but I've been using it for 2 weeks for this project, and it's working. So I know you can use them. And I put these pieces on a clay pot, and it works. And this is mica powder that I colored the UV resin with. And I'm going to put this in the one more time. See, it comes clean. This spot right here, I think they drilled it too deep. Every time I do it, it comes out with something in there. I don't know what happens, but that spot never comes out, but it's always cured. I'm going to zap it one more time right there. I don't know what that spot is. I guess I could put a little diamond on it or something. Anyway, it's a spot that's on the mold that's just not perfect. I guess there's a spot on there on every mold. That's my bonsai tree with mushrooms. I think it's the cutest little mold. If you want to find it, look up on Amazon and look up mushrooms and it'll pop up. But I'm going to put that under the double-sided that one right there. I'm not supposed to say it, but anyway, it's that one. I'm going to put it under for 5 minutes. I'm going to shield the light with this. It's a sandpaper folded in half, and I put it up there and I shield the light so I don't get that light in my eyes. And I have 2 of them. I have 2 of these lights, and I'm doing these butterflies. Look at the butterflies I'm doing. Aren't they pretty? I will come back when I have more. Okay, I am back. I have my heating gun. I'm going to turn it this way a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Excuse my room. You get a glimpse of my messy room. It's kind of crowded right here, but I'm going to show you the best I can. So maybe I'll move it this way. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. This is going to go there. All right. We're going to have this piece in my hand. I'm going to hold it here and get a good grip of it. You don't want to squeeze it because you don't want to break it. But you want to turn your heat on low You want to point nothing. You want to melt your piece, not your furniture. Because this thing will melt. Wood, countertops. You just want to very, very carefully melt your piece. Just enough to curve it. You see what I mean? See how it's curving? It'll be easy to mold against your clay pot. And I did go ahead and sand the clay pot a little bit with 6,000 grit sandpaper, and I wiped it down with alcohol. So it was clean and it's ready to sand, or ready to use. Okay, now this is how it goes on there. It's got a curve on it because it's a pretty big mold. It's a pretty big piece. I'm gonna put it up here like this because I'm gonna put rock down here. Okay, you want to put it down here like this. You want to hold it on there just long, and don't burn yourself. Put that down on the floor. Alright, you want to hold it on there just long enough for it to cool down. See how I'm holding it? You want to hold all the edges. As long as when it cools down, it's going to be like like it was molded on the piece when you poured it on there. Yeah, it keeps popping up. It's not cooled down yet. And you can use E6000 or super glue. Don't hold this stuff for some reason. I use magic glue. You can use, I think it's called B7000. They get from Temu. It takes a while for that stuff to work, and I don't think it works in the heat. I think it melts. But that magic glue from Temu's pretty good. Let's see. Epoxy would probably work. I haven't tried epoxy to attach this, but really, epoxy you would have to be able to get underneath there unless you use 1-to-1, and that's, see how it's on there. It's on there now. It's curved, and it's on the piece. It's cooled down, and it's curved. There you go. And you want to let it just sit there. Now that it's on the piece, it's ready to be crafted with. You can put little pebbles down the bottom. I have another mold that you make mushrooms with. See, that's what I'm making here. It's got mushrooms in it and snails. The snails come out pretty good. And you can make you a dragonfly. Dragonfly would be cute on there. I'm going to make me a couple of dragonflies. Let me show you one. Let's see, where did the dragonflies go? Well, where'd they go? I know, I'm halfway here. I've scattered everything out. Let's see, here's one of the butterflies I finished last night. I just used some mica powder on the mold itself and poured something on top of it. That was a quick one. I need to melt it on the, see how it just blends right on there. That one I don't even have to melt it. It sticks right on there. But it's the same same colors it's in the same colors it's in the pot, so that would work. Let's see, where are those? The dragon. Oh, here's the dragonfly. Here we go. Here's the dragonfly. I love a little dragonfly. A dragonfly would go with the theme, I would think. Dragonfly and there you go. I don't know if you can see that or not. Yeah, there you go. But that would have to be melted. See how it's coming up. I would just put the heat gun on that and melt it. And it would melt right to it. But I'm going to do one thing at a time because you got to hold it as you go to make sure it sticks. And when you do this, you don't want to get a whole bunch going, and because the glue will get away from you and stuff starts slipping. So I would do maybe 3 pots at a time and glue a little bit here and let it sit, and go to another one while it's curing. It takes about 6 minutes for each section to totally grip and stick, and you have to keep watching it. You hear that pop? I need to. It didn't totally melt, and it popped for some reason. Never had that done before. Anyway, it didn't break off, so that's cool. Everything's fine. But that's how I'm making these pots. And the little daisies, I made these little daisies out of buttons. I don't know if you see them. I made these little daisies out of buttons that I had in my toolkit, in my button box. And I had 3 different sizes, and I put them into some silicone, and I made a mold. Here is my mold. You can see that. Let me see if I can get the light over here. There we go. Now maybe you can see the mold, see the daisies in there. That's the big daisy, that's the little bitty one. I made a little, it looks like a coaster out in the garden. But I put it out there like a little walk spot for the gnomes. If you noticed my video of the gnome garden, I made that a whole spot to be like a walkway for the gnome garden. And then I started making buttons with it. I mean, not buttons, but these things. That's a little bitty one. And I made some of these. My mother made this probably 25 years ago, maybe 30, out of clay. Ceramic. It's a ceramic button. Well, you know me. I made a mold of it. And now I'm making buttons with those. Not buttons, but flowers. I'm making buttons or flowers with that. And my mother was thrilled. Here's one with a leaf I made. And there's another butterfly if you want to see the butterfly. All right, I'm done sharing. Thanks for watching. Thumbs up.